I may video these, put these up, and they may not even go because some of mine have been labeled they can't be seen, and that's because all of it's the truth, the magnitude of it. So this is the seventh one, I think, and this is Monday, uh, February the 7th, 2016. Now then, if I can get back to where I went, I've had trouble. I've been moving around a lot. My illness used against me. I'm allergic to chemicals. I have an immune disorder, and when I'm around toxic fumes, close quarters, my immune system attacks itself. If that sounds simple to you, it's not. It can kill you over time. It attacks your kidneys. The inflammation does your organs, your lungs, your heart, your vascular system. So anyway, I've said that. I wrote a book about mind control, murders. Larry McDonald, Congressman Doctor, whose plane later went down on August the 31st of 83. It flew into Russian airspace. And these are seasoned pilots. There was books written about that. Nobody tells about, I found out about my kidnapping. And my real name, my father's Edward VIII, illegal taken down, all of it lies, a 99-year seal. Why else would you put a 99-year seal on something to cover it up? My birth, Victoria II, legal heir to the British Crown. My own Uncle George, my father's brother, illegal six, Elizabeth, illegal Elizabeth II. Hey, they've known about this. Of course, they were party to it all. And Elizabeth's mom, she came to the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Bilderbergers. Well, the Rothschilds, excuse me, but that's who kidnapped me. And Roosevelt, and I said Kennedy, he was ambassador. So you get the magnitude of it all. So my poor mom, Claudia Ruth O'Keefe, was married to my father. They went through hell. I'm their only child. My father never married Wallace Simpson. I'll say it again. She's an American spy. She married an imposter. Doubles were used back then. Can you believe the effort that had to have gone into taking down my father? They really wanted him gone, didn't they? A decent, good man. My mom, they just leave her here. By the way, her photographs have been changed. I saw the first one when I came here to Roanoke in '86. Some of the pictures and books later were changed. They're unbelievable that so much effort has gone into the pain and suffering and money-hungry bastards that did this. Now, I want to go back to what? I was going to bring in Edinburgh here. It's one of the HUD low-income, elderly. I went there when was that? In 2006. Okay, I managed to stay there, and I'm going to cut out what was done to me, all right? I'm just going to say, well, the chemicals, I'm allergic to chemicals. My immune system attacks itself, and it's horrifying to me. My lungs is according to what they're using. I was force-fed it. A woman that lived across the hall from me, she later ended up with my apartment, and she's still there after all these years. Her name was, don't let me forget it, Carol Rogers Simon. Her ex-husband was a psychiatrist, she told me, in Seattle. Her words to me, and there's a lot to this woman. Why is she even there? She said to me, because of the chemicals I was being forced to inhale and everything, and yes, people knew this. It's unreal. The whole mess that you can get people involved and stand by and participate in it. She said, you're paying for what your family did. She was talking about my German family. Well, I hope you find out that there's more to what happened there. By the way, the Germans and the Brits were the one that saved me in this whole hellhole and went through hell themselves. So I owe them, all right? There are a handful of Americans. I don't mean to leave people out if I'm ever able to repay. Now then, I want to get to this part. I didn't know I was allergic and why all this mess had happened to me. I think I'm born illegitimate to this Lina Dempsey. She's a psychopath. And yeah, Dr. Bill Goodson, if you follow me about the doctor back there I just mentioned, he had seen her and diagnosed her as a psychopath some years before. So one time, so he had no right to be even involved with me, what happened to me or that woman. That alone would have disqualified him. Okay, but now I wanted to get back to Hyman Miller. I went to Hyman Miller, Jew. His wife was German Jew. She used to display all the artwork. Here, find out I'm Georgia O'Keeffe. She's my aunt, the artist. And I'm treated like the worst criminal that walked. I've been tortured, so are my children. If you ever, it's war crimes. If it's ever prosecuted, everybody needs to know what they did to us in plain sight here. Anyway, I went to Hyman Miller back in, I don't remember, 62. I've got Mark and Scott. They're born 11 and a half months apart. My husband, I later find after all this happened, the antifreeze and all that he was CIA. Now then, I can remember I went to Hyman Miller. This is in Huntsville, NASA. So this is how some of the deals were made in my kidnapping. Not just money changed hands, but scientists came over, Werner von Braun, et cetera, et cetera. So you know who built your space industry? The British and the Germans did. And then you named it Kennedy Space Center and all this after the man that helped kidnap me. So now I wanted to get back to Hyman Miller. This is what Carol Rogers Simon said I was paying for. No, I'm paying for the crime that you people committed against me. And anyway, Hyman Miller was Jew. His wife was German Jew. And they lived in Jones Valley. They had all this plush, they had money, because there were only, I think, he was the only psychiatrist back then. Later, Bill Goodson, who comes into play. By the way, there's a story behind Bill Goodson and a bunch of doctors from, I believe, Utah. I'm not sure about that, if it was Utah or sit in, who they really were working for, okay? But anyway, Hyman Miller, I went there for a simple, he gave me Valium. I'd had Mark and Scott close together, and I thought, I didn't know what was wrong. I was slightly depressed, I guess. Well, by the time it all ended, I'd been given shock after shock after shock. Medicine, and part of this, if it's told, is living the life that I've done on the trail. I only became stronger. I might be crying now, because if you walk into my shoes 1 minute, I don't know very many people that could, is restoring me, showing who I really am. This Jew doctor in Berg was the anesthesiologist. They tortured me. They put the electrodes to my head. They did things to me over about a period of 4 years. It's like it's jumping from one hellhole to another, all because of who I am. My name, and I was born. I do remember, and I want to say this. My husband, whoever he turns out to be, I know he was supposed to work for the CIA. I found that out later, or ex-husband. He was standing, they had me come into Hyman Miller Lowell Drive, his office, and they would give me shock treatments a couple of times a week. Shock me. Oh, and that's just part of it. Maybe all this will be shown, and where I am now, if I'm alive, and what I've gone through, and it's only made me stronger. I was never what they said. They diagnosed me murder. You know, the Dick Van Dyke Diagnosis Murder show, that's the diagnosis. This damn Jew stuck on me, and this may not go up because I'm telling the truth about him. Dr. Berg was an anesthesiologist. I can remember my husband holding my hand when they gave me the freeze shot and the shot to knock you out. Well, did